Dividing Jerusalem, the east for the Arabs, the west for the Jews. Such a simple solution. Or is it not? There is no true division of Jerusalem into east and west. The division imposed by the Jordanian occupation for a brief period of 19 years is no longer possible in a city which has dramatically grown and changed over the last few decades. 270,000 Arabs and 200,000 Jews live in the mosaic of neighborhoods called East Jerusalem. Arab and Jewish neighborhoods are often intermingled, and the spillover of residents is a widespread phenomenon. More prevalent still is the fusion of urban infrastructures. Jewish and Arab neighborhoods share water systems, sewage pipelines, electricity networks, and roads which serve as vital arteries of transportation, especially for the tens of thousands of Arabs working in Jewish neighborhoods, and vice versa. Dividing Jerusalem is not technically feasible due to the intermingling of populations, neighborhoods, and vital infrastructures. Today, all citizens of Jerusalem can move freely throughout the city. During the period that Jerusalem was divided and under Jordanian rule, the situation was very different. Residents on the Israeli side of the border were victims of constant sniper fire, and sites holy to the Jews were desecrated and access to them was denied in contravention of international agreements. The security threat created by the division of the city in 1948 resulted in the mass emigration of 25,000 Jews, a quarter of the Jewish population at the time. Recent history shows a similar picture. Holy sites and the surrounding areas, which have come under Palestinian security control following the Oslo Accords, have become dangerous for Jews and Christians to visit. The constant attacks on the Gilo neighborhood from Beit Jala, a Palestinian town 1,000 feet away, demonstrated the genuine threat to human life. Neighborhoods that are only tens of feet away would be exposed to even more effective gunfire. A division of Jerusalem would risk the lives of those living close to the border and infringe on the freedom of religion of Jews and Christians. Throughout history, the only times when all residents of Jerusalem, Christians, Muslims, and Jews, have enjoyed freedom of religion and other benefits of democracy have been under Israeli sovereignty. The residents of Jerusalem share medical and welfare facilities, academic institutions, shopping centers, and recreation sites. A recent public opinion poll conducted by the American Pector Institute shows that a plurality of Jerusalem Arabs prefer to remain under Israeli rule. That conclusion was corroborated when Israel began building the security fence, and some 70,000 Arab residents left their homes to ensure they remain under Israeli sovereignty. If Jerusalem were to be divided, Arab residents would prefer to continue working in Israeli Jerusalem, thus enjoying the higher income and the social and welfare benefits offered by Israel in comparison with those given by the Palestinian Authority. This would weigh heavily on Arabs trying to make a living on the other side of the fence, a situation which already exists at the entrance points to Jerusalem from areas which have been transferred to the Palestinian Authority. Hundreds of plans for dividing Jerusalem have been suggested. They all failed in the face of reality. A division of Jerusalem is technically impossible. It is dangerous, unnecessary, and objected to by a majority of the city's residents, Arabs and Jews.